It's time for the Dr. Cho Show, the show that helps you understand the latest and safest modern dental techniques for you and your family. You'll become an educated dental consumer and also learn about health trends outside of the dental industry. Here's your host, Dr. Dan Cho.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Dr. Cho Show, your number one resource for everything related to your oral health. My name is Dr. Dan, and what I wanted to talk about today is sedation dentistry. And if you stick with me to the end, I'll tell you how to be able to get a free consult, and also potentially be able to get free sedation for dentistry as well. So I'm really excited about this one because this is something that is very, very, very interesting to me, and I'm very passionate about sedation dentistry. Not only because it really allows for a lot of people to get the treatment necessary, but just the pharmacodynamics and the pharmacokinetics of the things that are happening behind it. I know it sounds really boring for most people, but for whatever reason, I really like that stuff. So let's first kind of jump into what is sedation dentistry. So sedation dentistry is when somebody is typically, I got to be knocked out, I got to be put under, I got to be, that sort of stuff in order to have anything done. That's what they're referring to with sedation dentistry. And how does it come about? Well, I hear a lot that the dental place is really not most people's favorite place to be, and I get it. There are a lot of instances where somebody had a lot of trauma because of perhaps a really not empathetic dentist, or somebody who didn't believe that the patient wasn't actually or was not numb, and may have led to some kind of really traumatic past experiences. Dental is one of the few medical fields where treatment is often rendered without some form of sedation. I mean, can you imagine, without some form of sedation? I mean, can you imagine, not actually being going under general anesthesia for an open heart, surgery? It just doesn't happen, even with colonoscopies, there's some form of sedation is on board. Even when I got LASIK, they put a little bit of sedation on board. And so, this is the case, there are a lot of times where a traumatic event will, especially when there's pain and trauma, it creates some really negative memory that you could even hear the whirring of the drill, and it invokes anxiety. So this, unfortunately, for many people, can create a vicious cycle of fear that prevents patients from getting regular visits, which in turn leads to more invasive emergency treatment, which then validates those previous fears. And so the cycle is to find, a really good home where, hey, you feel really comfortable with it, and possibly even to get some sedation on board. So let's define sedation dentistry. So sedation dentistry is the removal of anxiety and zeolisis prior to and during the actual treatment itself. Now, I should be very clear that there are, for vast majority of people, they don't need to be put under, because being put under refers to general anesthesia. Now, there is dentistry that does happen in a hospital, under general anesthetics, where you actually are being put to sleep. But for a vast majority of adults, it's a little bit different with kids, but for a vast majority of adults, you don't actually need that. And so sedation will really make somebody extremely relaxed and very, very, very calm, often extremely relaxed and very, very, very calm, often to the point where they actually, in further episodes, we'll talk about, the actual dentistry. We've talked about implants a couple episodes back. We will talk about, various other aspects, root canals, crowns, fillings, all those sorts of things. And so sedation itself is kind of a little bit of a point where I'm very kind of really passionate about. And so, like I had said at the very beginning, if you're stuck with me over here to the end, I'll tell you how to how to get a free consultation for it and possibly get some free dental sedation. So that is really just, again, contact my office, get a hold of me. My office phone number is 503-646 4600. You can give us a call, and another way you can do is you can email us at info at lifebloomdental.com. That's LIFEBLOOM dental dental.com, EBLOOM dental.com, or you can also go to our website, which is going to be portlandsdentist.com. That's Portland with an S, portlandsdentist.com. You can look me up and all that other good stuff. And so, and the reason why I say that possibly get it for free is that I actually don't charge, at least I don't charge for dental sedation. Is something where I have a current passion for it. Is something where I would like to be able to help as many people as possible, and for this aspect, I just enjoy it. And so, if you want to hear about any of that, if you want to have a quick chat, if you have any questions about any of that, get a hold of us, and we can figure out a time to figure out how if sedation is right for you. So really, outside of that, if you do have any
Thank you for listening to the Dr. Cho Show. If you have any questions for Dr. Cho, you can reach him at www.portlandsdentist.com or by calling his office at 503-646-4600, or feel free to send him an email at info@lifebloomdental.com.